It is a major battle all across the country and right here in Michigan. We're talking about a serious shortage of firefighters.
From cities to suburbs, the lack of staffing is being called a threat to public safety. But a proposed bill aims to help address some of those shortages in our firehouses.
Our own Simon Shaquette is talking with firefighters and the lawmaker who introduced that bill to break down the issue and see how our state compares to others.
Addressing a major firefighter shortage here in Michigan, we're lifting up the voices of a newly hired firefighter, union leaders, and a commissioner.
We're going to go with the squad, guys.
81-year-old female who fell
On a ride along with Warren firefighter paramedics, I've been invited to hit the streets to see up close the types of challenges they face. Thousands of fires and medical runs are a reality they are prepared for, due in part to a proactive program Warren Fire launched years ago.
There you go.
To pay for cadets to attend the fire, EMS, and paramedic academies and offer competitive pay during and after the programs.
Our starting salary is in the low 60s, and over a 4-year period, become full pay. They top out at about $96,000.
While Warren has 129 firefighters ready to battle any scene and to save lives, other communities have struggled to the point of troubling conditions, according to Union President Matt Saar.
When you're coming into a firehouse and you're saying, oh, congratulations, you'll be working by yourself, or there's going to be only one other person on this fire engine with you, that becomes difficult. This is from the Upper Peninsula in Marquette all the way to Frenchtown or Niles Township. It is across this entire state that we've seen a shortage in firefighters.
Saar is now a vocal advocate for a state house proposal introduced by state rep from Battle Creek, Jim Hadsma. His state bill would ensure staffing levels would be discussed at all negotiations between unions and fire departments across Michigan. That is something that currently doesn't happen.
We've had a number of bills that have sat for a while in this session. It's a really important issue. I think a cost-benefit analysis of what is a life worth.
I asked the state rep for an in-depth view of what's at stake and why a solution cannot wait longer.
It's an important issue because it affects safety of our first responders, our firefighters, our police. It impacts upon the safety of the public.
What don't most people know about our staffing for firefighters?
Our staffing here in Michigan is about half of what it is in our surrounding states.
Back in Warren, Jake Combs, a firefighter newly hired on the job, grateful to serve the community where he grew up. He points out he chose to pursue his dream because he was also able to make ends meet.
I was able to propose to my now wife, buy a house, it kick-started me into my future, you know what I'm saying? So having that income while I'm going to school, if you don't have pride, you're doing the wrong job.
Also telling me his commitment to this career is more of a calling.
It's the best job I ever had.
But he and others remain deeply troubled by stats like these. According to the union, Michigan is lagging far behind other states with much stronger staffing levels. Here you can see Michigan averaging 50 firefighters per 100,000 people. That's compared to Indiana, which has more than double with 101 per 100,000 people. Illinois with 102, Ohio with 111. Commissioner Skip McAdams sees the need for action to be taken and soon.
On the state level, it is a very serious problem. Communities have to realize that the days of 700 applicants are a bygone era. We have to work to show the young people that there is a path in the fire service.
Firefighters say fewer staff impacts response times, leads to more injuries, and it's something many citizens simply are not aware of. Opponents who've delayed the bill have argued over the cost of hiring more firefighters, but Warren's commissioner says nothing should come above saving a life.
We decided to create our own program to train people to become fully certified firefighter paramedics, and we sponsored them through the Fire Academy, the EMS Academy, and the Paramedic Academy, and paid them while they were learning. It's the absolute greatest job there is on earth.
Now, supporters of that legislation tell me they are optimistic it can still pass the Michigan State House and Senate and be signed by the governor by the end of the year. From Warren, Simon Shaquette, 7 News Detroit.
We need our firefighters. Thank you so much, Simon. Firefighters from across the state are expected to be at a rally tomorrow. It's all in support of the House bill mentioned in Simon's story. The event will be held on the steps of the Michigan State Capitol in Lansing tomorrow at 11 a.m.